What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the pod, guys. My name is Jake Lottrell, and I am a marketing manager. Changes every time. I never know what my title is for.
You don't really have one, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Brady Holland, real estate agent, do the house stuff.
We got two very special reoccurring guests, Holly Baker and Alex Baker. I never got. Okay.
Yep. Now on
Husband,
camera.
wife, duo, grooming duo.
6 months.
It's been 6 months?
Yes. 6 months ago yesterday.
Yeah.
What,
She
really?
was on the podcast. Yep.
Ah, nice. All
A lot
right.
has happened. We finally convinced the husband to be on.
Yeah,
as
they
well.
yanked me on here. I couldn't shut up off camera last time, so
So here we are.
pull me
Yeah,
out here.
Yeah.
So Brady had sent me something that you had, guys, like exciting news and stuff
Yes.
coming up, and we can touch on that in a little bit. But for everybody out there that maybe didn't watch the other episode,
Okay.
maybe just a little refresher on what you do, your company or companies.
What one?
We have multiple locations.
Multiple
One
locations,
company,
okay.
multiple locations.
Got it.
Yeah.
What is it?
Grew my friend.
You're my friend.
Yep. So
Yeah.
pet grooming, not just dogs, not just cats, everything.
Beardies,
Rabbits.
hedgehogs.
Yep.
You say
Ferrets.
birds?
Birds.
Birds and birds.
Holly's an
I said,
avian specialist. You know, she knows her stuff about birds.
Yeah.
How do you groom a bird?
a bird.
pull their
So
feathers
birds, well, they need their nails trimmed. And then sometimes, depending on their husbandry situation, they can have or birth defect, they can have an overgrown beak. So I have to Dremel back the beak. And then,
Wing
so
clipping.
and then wing clipping if
Yeah.
you're training them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah,
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll work with falcons soon.
that'd be cool.
Whoa.
Like
Teaser drop.
macaws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Big,
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love
Yeah.
my ex's mom.
Whoa.
I know. Gene, I'm sorry. My ex's mom had a big macaw, and it was like a dog. It was so friendly and
Yeah.
like cuddle with you and
They'll
run.
just be in the room with you.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
so cool.
Incredibly intelligent.
My last experience with birds was my listing that had 3 birds, and trying to sell a house that had bird shit everywhere was not easy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's a feature.
Us pet people, we cringe when they're like, you have to sell your house. You're like, oh no.
So much cat hair and
Yeah.
Febreze.
yeah.
You're like, do I rent one of those ozone things?
I got one if you guys need one. So,
I remember that.
Oh, yeah.
my sellers.
How long have you had Snickers?
6.
Did he have a
6
cat
months? No,
when-
I didn't. So I got a cat like 2 days after our podcast, probably.
I just have that aura. I'm like, get a pet, get a
And then I got another
pet.
cat.
I walk into the room and
last
people are like,
week.
I suddenly need a dog. I
Forgot about that. Yeah, you just got another
So
cat.
every time you're on the podcast, I just get a cat. So
That's perfect.
Two podcasts. Now I have 2
I
cats.
wish you a dog.
Well, since we saw you, we got 3 more. So
Well, yeah. All right. So, what do you guys have right now?
Oh,
no.
Would that,
on the
Is it
More of
record
a
bad? Yeah, we
segment
don't-
or
I-
allegedly.
Yeah.
Like, we're,
Yeah, allegedly.
I
Like
feel
in
like someone's
multiple.
going to come to my house and be like, do you really have this many pets? No, we don't. We
Yeah,
have plenty.
A bunch.
Okay.
We have
enough.
cats and dogs and
We work with a
babysit.
foster too.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
It's,
Yeah.
it's kind of a revolving door sometimes.
That's
so,
cool. Do
yeah.
you ever
Yeah.
feel sad though when you connect with the animal and then you have to give them away?
If we connect with them, they don't go anywhere. Is the problem.
I was gonna say I
So if
couldn't
they're
do it. I
stinker-
couldn't give them
If
away.
they're stinkers, we say,
The last
come
one
get
though,
'em.
we did have
Yeah.
a kitten that came in the house and she
Yeah.
just got adopted. She's getting
Yeah.
big and doing great.
Yeah.
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 Did
That's
the
cool.
kitten just like walk up to your house, or like how do you get?
Our neighbor's house that was right off of 10, it basically just, we have eagles out where we live.
Eagles?
And eagles.
Okay.
And sometimes they drop said cats. And so then people find them and whatever. And they're, so we had a kitten come into our world. So
It's probably like
It
Snickers'
happens a lot
brother.
where we live.
Like,
Yeah, they did a
'cause-
camera where they put like a Nest camera in
Oh,
to an
sure.
eagle's nest, and there's like a bunch of cat
no.
collars up there.
Oh, it's terrible.
My
It's terrible. But, we got some hungry eagles out in Big Lake. So.
I suppose. Yeah.
my cat Snickers came from my parents' house, right?
Oh,
Just
really?
a stray. I was like,
There's
I'm
a
gonna bring
ton
you
up
to
in
an
Oak Rock.
apartment.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It's called the cat distribution system.
They find you.
They find you.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
this
do.
is perfect. So I just started this segment last 2 podcasts ago.
yes.
Good news of the day. There's a missing cat reunited with family after 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
10 years.
Amazing.
That's what we like.
Impressive.
How do you know?
Unless it's chipped, I mean.
Did the cat like find its way back, like take off or what?
I didn't read it. I just read the headline, like most people do with news articles these days.
Good. So it's
Yeah, Whiskas, Whiskas, who is 16 years old, was found near Durham in the UK. Okay, it's not even local, but
No, that's cool.
which is close to where
It's
she
good story.
lived before disappearing. There's a picture. Okay, looks that cat's seen better days.
that cat's seen some
was out.
shit.
That cat's like I left for a reason.
He was out to sea for a while.
Well,
I
should
just
we
love the expression of that cat.
yeah, pissed.
Fuck.
Should we
back.
start with your announcements?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, drum roll.
Drum roll. So our announcements this year is that Alex and I are launching a podcast. Thank you.
We love that.
She keeps
We are
saying
so-
she keeps
Well,
saying
it's-
Alex and I. Like I'm gonna
Okay,
be like
fine.
Mostly you?
Yes,
No.
like that's literally the first episode is us being
I'm
like,
trying
"Our
so hard.
podcast."
I'm trying so hard to avoid any spotlight whatsoever.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Live it up, man.
So
Yeah.
it's been a long time. It's probably been a couple years of talking about it. And then I, like in the spring last year, brought up my interest for it. And then I started doing a lot more research because it's not easy doing what you guys are
No.
doing right now.
It
It's
sucks
not.
a lot of times.
Yeah, well, and
honestly.
I am planning on taking mine more on the road with me.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it's not, like you have a beautiful setup.
Like a
This is
location.
beautiful.
I was
yes.
thinking we should've went to
Where
the
mine
Boeing.
is going to be more like you're at the show with me. You're
That's
going
cool.
to come with me.
Like live
So
streaming.
yes, so
or-
I'm going to be taking you through the Rocky Mountains this week. And you're going to be in Pasadena, California, and then I'm taking you to Las Vegas to a veterinarian conference. So it's not just grooming focused; it's our pet industry focused. So I
These-
do a lot with rescues, and so you're going to see kind of all angles and sides, but you're going to be with me. We're
That's
on the
cool.
road together. So we tested out our equipment.
Yeah,
and-
these days you can kind of,
Yeah.
with the equipment, it's not too expensive and you can film with your phone.
Yeah.
Like you can do a lot of the stuff like this,
It's
for
a
example.
big learning curve.
Battery powered, you can just take it wherever. And
Yeah.
So, what were you
Ours
going to say
is-
though, Alex?
Oh no, I was gonna say like her grooming competitions. I've only been to a couple, but it's just full of personalities.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
all these groomers are insane people.
Yeah.
Like, they're just- so, like you're gonna.
Hope you don't offend anybody.
I hope I
Bunch of
do.
psychos.
I hope I
It's
do.
only because he knows me.
You guys know
like-
exactly who you are. So no,
is
so
what my
it'll
wife's
be
like.
entertaining. Like
Yeah.
like the people she's gonna.
Yeah,
pull
we're pretty
aside.
funny.
Like they're all pretty excited to be like come on and just,
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Just different
Well, there's
personalities.
a lot of grooming podcasts out there already, so I didn't want to set anything up that was like just grooming related.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
I'm so eclectic that I was like, I want to show you all of me.
And you don't want to like pigeonhole yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not.
Pigeonhole?
Yeah,
Double
yeah. I see what you
entendre.
did there. I see. But
He's a
yeah, so
dad.
I was like, I want something that's authentic, but authentic to me because I don't just groom.
Sure.
That's not what I do. Like I attend, these veterinarian conferences, and I'm redoing my CVT stuff to be for vet tech, and so like and I'm pursuing my master's, and so like there's just a lot of different angles that I can kind of show you this journey. Because I
So, like,
get
day in
asked
the life,
a lot.
kinda?
Yeah, life is happening at such a rapid fire rate.
Sure.
And like I coach and I'm on boards of directors and so like people ask me a lot of things like just a lot of questions, and I'm like I can't keep up with the response because otherwise it'll feel like I'm on a recording. Or I'm like, people will call me and I'm almost too exhausted to even tell you because I'm like I just got done
Yeah.
telling like my mom and my family and or my friend, and so like you feel like you're retelling the story over and over. So Alex pointed out even in the first
Yeah.
episode, it's a really great way for me to just say it once and everyone's up to date.
That's
Yeah.
what we usually do.
Because that's what Facebook was originally for, right? We wanted to like, or MySpace or whatever. It was a chance for me to be like blurt out. So I would do like. It started as like a monthly post. So instead of posting like, hey, here I am like at an event, and here's what happened. It was more of like, I have a journalistic heart. Like when I was in high school, I wanted to be a journalist and did some freelancing and stuff for St. Cloud Times. And I just wanted to do something that felt journal-y. So at the end of the month, I would collect photos, then share and then caption
like a
each
photo dump kind of.
Yeah, so I kind of like do these dumps, and then it was like
Well, it would take you
It was
hours.
so crazy hard that I was like, I'll do it later. So then it became like 1 month, and then it was every other month, and
Then
then it was once a
quarterly.
quarter.
Yeah.
You know, and then I'm like, here's half a year.
Yeah.
Is what I literally
Here's my
just
annual
did.
photo dump.
Yeah, so it's getting to that point where I was like, okay, because it's intimidating to be like, it takes 2 hours or more. And then it was like, I would have to do it 3 things of it because I would have 71 photos and be like, shoot,
sure.
I'm out of space. Like,
Yeah.
what do I do? So we're like, this is a better way. Because now I just started my YouTube channel.
What's it called?
It's just at @petstylist_Holly.
Okay.
Same as my TikTok and Instagram. So
What
now
about the podcast, though? What's it called?
Oh, it's called Tales from a Procrastinator.
Procrastinating.
Podcast. Okay.
Tales.
That's good. Tails.
From a
That's good.
podcast.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's because I should be doing, because that's my total MO is that like there's a million things I should be doing, but I'm like, I want to do something more fun.
Yeah.
And I have ADHD, so let's do.
Well, people think like, oh, podcast, I can just talk for an hour and it'll somehow upload itself, do the clips, do the thumbnails, schedule like there's like
it's
the
work.
actual hour of talking is like
The
10%
best part.
of
Like,
the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, there's so much
Yes.
behind the scenes stuff.
That's why I was really intimidated. We finally just started, but I mean, like, the brainstorming of it has been happening, and like the collecting of guests and my topics. And, you know, because then like you can squirrel in this 1 hour episode and go squirrel. And then you're like, shoot, I didn't even talk about anything.
Yeah.
So I already felt that in the first episode. So I'm like, I feel
How
like
long's your first episode?
60 minutes.
68 minutes?
60.
60 minutes.
60
okay.
minutes. I'm trying to like cap it at 1 hour.
Yeah, that's
It's
a good
hard.
idea.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So,
You got to do
Yeah.
clips too.
yeah,
There's an AI
I'm
you
learning.
can use.
Yes, there is.
Opus.
I haven't used that one, but there's.
Opus, like it'll automatically cut clips
Throw in
and
captions.
captions.
Ooh, okay,
It's
that's
so
a good idea.
easy.
Yeah.
it's easy. Some of the clips are pretty shitty. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you can't win them all, but
Yeah.
you're not spending as much time on it. You throw a 60-minute video, you'll get 30 clips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, I'll have to look at that.
Feel free to send us your cliff notes.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my goodness. But yeah, like even doing, so now I do social media a lot. So then
Yep.
I did just make the announcement. So I'm on Team A-List, which is a international pet company. They're a manufacturer that does like grooming tables and tubs and things like that. So I'm with them. And then I just got picked up for All for Groomers, which is
Are they
a
like
Minnesota-based.
sponsors?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
got it.
So
Cool.
thank you to them. Yes, thank you to my
I
sponsors.
can't stop clapping.
But they support me and kind of some of my goals, and so it's really exciting. And then in turn, I'm going to be teaching this year. So I did
Nice.
just start teaching in October, where I
Jeez.
traveled to grooming salons. So like I went to Des Moines, Iowa, and taught several, which is kind of fun because then I got to actually see like. When I come to an area like that, I don't just teach one salon. I'm teaching a group of people that have to come together. So it kind of causes like a good networking experience for them.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so then these groomers are getting to meet each other from different grooming salons and support each other. So I'm huge into, leaving places
Networking.
just positive and bringing goodness and light. And
Yeah,
so
that's
it's cool to
awesome.
see friendships develop. So,
So-
it's been fun.
My question is like, you didn't
Yeah.
want the podcast to be all about grooming and
Correct. It's
all
me,
this stuff.
pet industry. Yeah.
So, when I think about this, like, what's your brand? Because you don't want it just to be grooming. Have you thought about what your brand really is? Like, what is the brand you guys are going for?
I know that's actually been hard. That has been
It's
pushed
evolving.
more,
It's
and
evolving.
it's
Like,
evolving.
it's not like obviously we started grooming like the pet grooming like
Yeah.
March of 21, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's just been pedal to the metal ever since.
Yeah.
And so she like just exploded into the competitive scene, and so I don't even know what our brand is right now.
Yeah.
I get that.
You'll find out
we're
later.
Like,
Because we're maintaining our salon, supporting our people, but then we have the sponsorships and all that too. It's like they really want us at shows, like as much as we can, and like they want me a part of it too.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like we're still trying to logistically.
It's almost like the brand will find you. Like,
Kinda.
you'll
I
kind
feel
of
like
develop
that's
into.
kind of where it's going is like,
Yeah.
yeah,
we're along for the ride right now.
Yeah.
And it's fun. Like, we got, wonderful sponsors already, which is great. Like helping us, facilitate
That's cool.
travel and so on. So
I have goals, but
Goals, yeah, for sure, yeah.
like goals being, I want to, I'm getting the opportunity to kind of say what I think some of the needs are, like whether it be equipment. Like I'm really blessed. Like All for Groomers is so exciting because they offer different products that like help pets and like help the groomers. And so like a lot of these partnerships are about like me being able to provide feedback of 20 years of grooming. Like I can see it in our grooming salons because we reduced down from 4 to 3 because Alex and I are preparing. That's the other thing that we're announcing and I'll say it here first.
Yes.
Yeah. We're opening mobile grooming this year. Hopefully. We just got to find our unit. We have to find the unit. So we're still deciding on the unit. But yeah, we're going to start coming down here to the cities.
Is it like,
like a van?
food truck?
Yes.
No, big old bus, yeah.
Yes, it'll feel like a food truck.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
about
so
the same
cool.
size.
That is cool.
We need to decide between a bus and a Sprinter right now or a trailer. And we've been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth.
Get a U-Haul. Old U-Haul.
I might have
cool.
I might have a good guy for you guys to get in contact with.
Okay.
I know this is kind of like off topic, but like I have a branding guy.
Yeah.
That I met with like this week, and like he really like opened my eyes to like think differently because I'm same point, right? I don't want to just be real estate. Like that's not who I am. Like I do this. Like I'm all kinds of things. So like really trying to like hone in on what I actually want my brand to be is like so hard. I've been trying to figure it out for
It's
6
hard.
months. Like
You got a good one though with the like nature and
I'm still working
hunting
on that.
and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I looked up questions from the internet that like most asked questions
On cell phone.
regarding animals, or no, just dogs. Do dogs have belly buttons?
Yes.
They do.
They do.
Okay.
They do.
Have you ever thought about that?
Yes.
No.
I
Yes,
haven't.
they are born with umbilical.
Umbilical, yeah.
Well, they can get an umbilical hernia. That's actually a common trait that
Okay.
we usually see as groomers in their first part of their life, and then usually they're corrected at their spay or neuter. But yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Whoa.
They do.
I never thought about it until I saw the
Yes.
question.
Is it on their belly?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's on their head, actually.
Right on top.
Can dogs see in the dark?
Yes.
I know cats obviously can to an extent, right? But dogs, okay.
Cats are good at it. They're good at navigating the dark. But yeah.
Do you think? I mean, this isn't very like scientific, but do you think dogs can see ghosts? I know, you know what I mean. Like cats have been known to
that's.
yeah.
We're gonna have a pet psychic
What?
on our podcast coming up. So, we'll have to ask her.
Some would
Yeah.
argue for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Do I believe that they can see spirits? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alex, do you think so? It's like leave me out of this.
I don't know. Like the ghost thing is so just, I don't know about that one.
I have to see it to believe it.
Here's the truth. I think it's like people. I think some people are more in tune to things than other. Because if you ask Pudge, she's dumb as a box of rocks. My Yorkie,
All puddle.
like
Yeah.
she ain't seeing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, she can smell food, or
She
Eleanor,
eats her
like
feelings.
yeah.
I can relate.
So I don't know about that one.
Can dogs eat olives?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Is all-
I've never seen them. I don't think that they're poisonous. I've never seen olives on a
given-
poisonous list. So don't. Yeah, you should
These are
challenge
the
that.
most- look how many
Challenge
people
that one
ask these
because
That one I'm
I,
not sure of. Yeah.
I don't recall seeing that on a
Grapes and raisins, absolutely
But I've
not,
never
but-
seen
Grapes and raisins?
Oh, bad.
Bad? Okay.
Oh yeah.
Like dead?
Yeah,
Bad?
like-
oh,
like
okay.
kidney
Like
failure.
kidney
Yeah.
failure.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
But olives, I don't think I've ever seen on a toxic list.
That one I don't know for sure.
Yeah, you have to challenge me on that.
Who's thinking of these things?
I don't think it
Disclaimer,
is.
don't try
But
it.
to be fair, I've also never seen it added to a diet list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That
I've
one's
watched like
really
on
questionable.
Instagram reels, like where the people make their dogs like a raw diet.
Sure.
Put like quail eggs and all this stuff, and then it's like ASMR. The
I'm
dogs
not
eat
supportive.
it.
This is
It's-
me saying I'm
No,
not
you don't-
supportive of that.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. Okay.
No, don't do that to your dog.
What?
I love
Which part?
Well, the cooking. Like, you need to be a nutritionist. There is so many. That's like, if
Well, yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, it's just, it's not a good idea unless you have a good partnership. Now, companies that sell raw foods, those are becoming more popular. there's a lot more research behind what they're doing, right? So they're partnered usually with nutritionists and veterinarians, but like people who just decide, I'm gonna go down to the farmer's market and buy some quail eggs and whatever, like that'll get you by a little bit, but there's usually missing ingredients, and I've seen a lot of issues coming from that. Nutrition's a huge topic right now in the veterinarian and grooming a little bit, but mostly the veterinarian world.
What do you guys feed your animals, or dogs specifically, or cats, or
rabbits? Well, like we feed ours from.
Feed it what?
From FROM.
It's more local.
It's a Wisconsin company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's been.
Thought it was an animal. I was like, what's a from?
From no.
It's a small tiger. No,
no, they've been. All of our animals have done well on it.
Yeah.
And I have a cat specifically that has a very sensitive belly, and he's been totally fine with it.
Yeah.
So.
I like a lot of diets, but I do think it's just like people. Like I'm, right now I'm not eating any dairy, and I'm feeling better than I have in a long time. Like pets have sensitivity, so not every brand of food is going to work for every pet.
Sure.
We've worked in an industry where we
I like
we know our
bland,
dog nutrition very well, and we talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
So we'll talk to our grooming clients, and then we'll ask us about food, and we're like, oh, we got all the information you need. So
there's
we know
but
it very
opinion
well.
weighs heavily because dogs are omnivores. They're like us, so they eat like us, but cats are not. They're carnivores, so they're vastly different. So I do like raw for cats, but I like a monitored brand that has like. A lot of these ones are like fresh foods that come to your door now. Those are becoming really popular. But as long as they have the homework behind it, then I support it. But people just going, we'll just feed literally raw food. I'm like,
yeah.
So I shouldn't feed my dog what the Liver King eats. Long story short.
Do you guys know Liver King?
I've seen it.
Do you know how many people are like, they just share a food? I'm like,
Cats and dogs are very different. And you cannot feed a cat a vegan diet because it will not make it.
Oh, I love the
seen
videos
that,
of like the vegetarians who like
try to make their pets that way.
Yeah, have like the lettuce and then like ground beef or something. And
dogs are
like, my dog
omnivores.
loves lettuce over beef, and the dog chooses the beef, and it's like, come on. You're not fooling anyone.
You're not fooling anybody.
I wrote these down because I was just, for clips especially. Unrelated to animals. Just want your opinion.
Yeah.
If the toys in Toy Story died, would the kids still be playing with them? Would that be weird? Would it even
if they
matter?
didn't come back to magic, come back to life?
Like they're dead and
because they don't know that they're alive anyway.
No, I don't think they die, period. Unless they get
they
thrown
would just
down
go
like a dumpster.
Hypothetically though.
Hypothetically they're not dying.
Yeah,
they don't age, they don't get younger, they don't get older.
At some parts where there's like parts in that one kid's backyard.
Sid?
Yeah, Sid. And then they're still existing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When there's a will, there's a way, man.
One has like a nail in its head and it's like a Barbie arm with a T as a leg.
So I guess they do play.
They would still play with them.
Yeah.
Why is a boxing ring square?
Oh, Alex is so
Do you guys watch UFC or boxing?
Shinfu? Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Why is it an octagon?
Oh.
Why is there two different shapes?
Is there a reason, or is it just
because you have to go back to your corner to rest, right?
If that's a terrible reason.
I mean, here's the deal. I'm a WWE fan, so I see a corner as theatrics. So you got to climb on top and jump.
I can't remember why. It's driving me nuts. But we will watch WWE. Every
I love WWE.
But they call it the square and circle, and I can't remember the reason why.
Yeah.
Alex is like really good at trivia questions
like the ring.
What's
I'm full of useless knowledge.
Yeah.
Like
so
I call it
mom. It's
Shinfo.
okay.
Yeah.
Your mom likes WWE?
No, she's just full of useless knowledge.
Yeah.
For sure.
What's your opinion on Logan Paul getting into WWE?
I think he's great. Actually, he sells it. I mean, that's what it is. It's entertainment.
Yeah, right.
I mean, the guy, like, his YouTube channel is questionable in a lot of people's opinion, but he's
an entertainer.
He's a personality. I mean, you can't deny it.
He's like
He's
that
so
industry is
athletic,
so
too.
perfect for him. Like,
for sure.
Yeah.
he fell into something great.
No,
Prime.
good for him. Really,
Dude, he's a natural at it.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Nuts.
Absolutely.
He's came a long way. That's for sure.
Yeah. From the
And entertainment's about
Suicide Forest.
you're either gonna like somebody or you're not gonna like somebody. Or you're gonna love to hate them.
Yeah.
He's like the perfect heel.
It's like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
T-Swift.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that's in the public eye, you're up for scrutiny.
Why can't you tickle yourself?
Your brain knows you're doing it.
My brain
Is that
melted.
it?
Yeah.
That sounds. Yeah, that's a pretty good answer.
Because you can anticipate it coming, but whereas if somebody else is doing it, you don't know where they're going. So.
Yeah.
As you tickle yourself.
Like, yeah, it's not that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What a question. What a question.
Dude, I looked up like weirdest questions. This is a dog related one.
Okay.
Why is it that when you blow in a dog's face, he gets mad at you, but when you take him in a car ride, he sticks his head out the window?
So a dog sticking its head out the window, it's like a newspaper. All the smells that they're experiencing, that's what they're taking it in as fast as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Coming to a grooming salon, you try to dry a dog's face, it's a whole different.
Yeah, they don't like that either.
Yeah.
Oh, I have another perfect.
Yeah. I was gonna say your breath. I don't know.
Why is it that dogs love puddles but they don't like baths? And I'm sure some dogs like baths. But
It's a choice, like being
dirty
tickled.
dog is
Some
a
people
happy
don't like to
dog.
be tickled.
Yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
A dirty dog is a happy dog.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
Like dogs will roll in the mud in the summertime because it's cooler.
Yeah.
Cool off,
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
So they just like they're little toddlers. They like to get dirty.
This one.
Most do like a bath, so I have a hard time with that.
Do they
one.
really? Most dogs like baths?
Like
Oh
baths.
yeah, a lot of them. They'll jump
Yeah.
right in the tub. They're like, oh, it's bath time.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't groom it. All of my clients literally run right to the tub.
Yeah.
I
Once
feel
their
like-
owner's gone, they always guilt. I'm doing a film right now for
Yeah.
my TikTok where I'm currently doing it. So I'm filming their dramatic, like, no, don't leave. How could you leave me? And then I have to be like, you need to leave first, so that they will. So as soon, like, I mean it. As soon as they're gone, boop, let's go, and then they hop right to the tub.
I was taking a Belgian Malinois.
Trick everybody.
Malinois, you know what that is? It's like a
The most police dogs.
Police dog.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
okay,
they're not the German
very
Shepherd.
energetic, but
Yeah.
it jumped over a table into the tub, and that is a
Big jump.
it launched itself. It was
Yeah.
What's cats hate water, right? Some cats.
Some.
You see some cats that are like laying in sinks.
It depends on their breed.
Right?
Depends on the breed. Traditionally, cats are not super fans of being wet.
Because they're
Immersed
so
in
like
water.
they just want to have their smell to themselves, right? They
Yeah.
like
That's
right?
fair.
Isn't
Yeah.
that-
Is that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Look at it.
Yeah.
You got
I'm
some
a
tough
vet.
competition
Like,
over here.
No, it's I mean, they don't love being bathed and dried, but they love being well groomed. Cats are very prideful creatures,
Yeah.
so they love the after effect. But I think it's the total. Cats absorb everything through their skin.
Yeah.
So my philosophy is there science behind this? Not yet, but I believe because they absorb everything through their skin, and 20 years of working with cats plus my whole lifetime, they're touch sensitive.
Oh.
And I, just like kids, I don't want to go too gross, but children, like 4-year-olds, we see a lot of that, the sensory stuff, right? We learn that there's a huge introduction to sensory. A cat is an incredibly intuitive creature. It's, again, very sensitive to skin. If you touch a cat anywhere on its body, it's going to go
Oh yeah.
and like start to
yes.
flinch.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what a total submersion of a bath feels like. Now look at tigers; they willingly go into the water, just like a dog can willingly go to the water. But being tickled, right? Like I can choose not to be tickled, but I can't choose him to tickle me. And I'm like, I don't know where it's coming from. And you know what I
Yeah.
mean? My brain is firing off a lot of sensory things with that. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
that's why they always want to give kids choices and feel like they're in control. It's a cat doesn't have control over being totally submersed if I'm gonna give it a bath. So I think it's just a little overwhelming. Some
Yeah.
cats will tolerate it perfectly fine, like a Maine Coon, and then some are
Nick
like,
has one.
I will murder mitt you right
Yeah.
now. You're gonna die.
What about the
Eating biscuits?
Yeah.
Making biscuits.
Yeah, what's with that?
It's a good thing.
Is it to
Yeah.
like
Yep.
scent, like just
Yeah.
get it out?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's a marking.
studying
it's a
cats
form.
here,
Yeah,
part-time?
it's a
Dude, I
form of
am.
marking. It's a form of marking. But yeah, it's generally they associate it with affection.
Yeah.
But it's a comfort thing.
See, I do all this research because I'm trying to figure out why the fuck he keeps peeing on my bed.
Oh, this is perfect.
Okay.
He's getting your
Wait, hold on.
attention.
Great
He's getting your
transition.
attention.
Hold on, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
I have a quick question about my own cat. And I may have asked you this last time.
Yeah.
I've been trying to clip my cat's nails, and I used to be able to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I know not to go too deep because
Yeah.
it has the vein.
bloodline.
Yep, you can see
Whatever.
it. Yeah, the nerve. Yeah.
But ever since we had our kid, my cat Darwin has not been like comfortable with me cutting her nails. It's a her named Darwin. I know. Whatever. Yeah. Do you have any like
advice?
Wrap her in a towel?
Yeah, kitty burritos are great.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a video just for you.
Yeah.
How to do a cat burrito.
I've thought about it, but then I'm like, I'm the only one she trusts. So like, I don't want to break that trust and be like, listen, bitch, like, come here, let me clip your goddamn nails.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to like.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But yes, that would be kitty burrito.
Okay.
Is the safest way.
Okay.
I don't know how to explain it right now, but
I used to. My older cat, I used to be able to do it myself. I'd hold him like this.
Yes.
Do it. But he's getting older, so I don't know if he's starting to feel arthritic because he gets pretty grumpy now that I do it. So
how old?
He's about 13 now.
Okay.
Yeah. I've always been able to do it, but he's getting older, like I said. And so it's easier if like we do. If it's her and I, we can clip a cat's nails in under 30 seconds. Like it's just boom and done.
Yeah. I'm always freaked out I'm going to cut that vein.
You can see it.
I know, but
Dogs is different. I'm still learning how to do it.
That would freak me out.
Dogs are
bleeding paws. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
All right. I want to hear about your Snickers peeing.
Why should you on your bed?
Clipping the nails, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Front paws and back paws?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or do you just do the front?
All four.
I just do the front. I should do the back too.
Back stays shorter. That's probably why you feel like you don't need to do it. They
Okay.
just naturally, because you have to remember that when they launch, they're usually reaching to grab, which is why the hook is so intense on the front. Because they're going to grab and then they kick off. If you watch their motion. So the backs will naturally stay short, and that's why the fronts are designed to hook and grab. And
I can
pull.
always tell when
got,
her
like, little
claws are
rabbit
getting
feet.
too long because when she walks on the carpet, like it'll pull.
And it's always going to be the front. And they're making biscuits. So then you see the catch on your linens and stuff. Yeah.
Snickers.
Okay, so Snickers.
Snickers was first, wasn't
Yes.
Was that the first adopted cat?
Snickers
what's
first
the-
cat?
What's the other cat's name?
Twix.
Okay.
Those are solid names.
Thank you, Snicks and
Solid
Twix.
names, but I knew
Snicks, that
Snickers
is-
was
yeah.
first. When did Twix come?
Last week.
Nice.
Okay, that would be. Did that start
No.
after, or was it starting before?
So it started. So we got her in August, like
Okay.
right after this process.
Yeah.
Got him in August.
Yeah.
From outside, stray cat. Lived with a bunch of cats his whole life.
Yeah.
Took him to the vet. They're like, yeah, this cat's like super healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, he got in a fight with like a coyote, so he had a couple like marks on his neck, and
Went
like
through the thick of it.
he's seen some shit. But,
Yeah. Yeah.
Like he was super clean. He got neutered, like all good. Like even before he got neutered, he was peeing on the bed or just kind of peeing where he wanted.
Yeah.
So I first time to the vet, they're like, get another litter box. So now we have 2 litter boxes.
Yes.
Like clean everything really well. Like took him back. He got neutered. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be it. He's gonna be fixed. Everything's gonna be
It takes
fine.
3 months for the hormones to leave.
And then he started.
Yeah, it's not
He kept
instant.
doing it.
Yeah,
So
it's
then they're
behavioral.
like, get Feel Away. So
Okay.
I got Feel
Wait,
Away.
what is that?
Okay.
It's that like odor thing.
I'm very
Pheromone.
excited. I actually get to meet with that company next week.
No way. Okay.
Yes,
This
there's
is
a
gonna be good.
whole class at the Western Veterinarian
We'll
Conference
bring you
on
up.
this.
Don't worry.
Okay.
So
good.
yes, yeah, but there's a class about this pheromone and how they. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to attend that.
We got it.
Yeah.
He was great. It was like he was fixed.
Okay.
Everything was fine.
Yeah.
When we like after the neutered, I took him back and I was like, something's going on. Like, does he have a UTI or something like that? And they're like, his bladder's inflamed, probably
Oh.
because he has really bad separation anxiety, like all this stuff. And I was like,
Okay.
because
But his
he's
bladder's inflamed because of
they.
feelings.
That's what they said. They're like, he's so worked up that like you guys aren't with him all the time because they're like he used to like live with 4 or 5 cats outside, like always be around
He's
other
probably
cats.
lonely. Sure.
Yeah,
Is what they're
so
pointing
they're
out.
like-
means you need more
So
cats.
it's
So that's why I got
Such
another
a
cat,
slippery
right?
slope.
well, he has Twix and he needs a Reese's.
But so we. So this is like
left
way.
Twix and right Twix. That's what you need.
Yeah. Oh. That's
So
good.
the Feel Away stuff, like he was doing way better.
Yeah.
And then we went to LA
Yeah.
for 3 days. And when I was gone, like Maddie was home every day, but he started peeing again on the bed because I
likes
was
you.
gone.
Yeah.
And then as soon as I came back, he just kept doing it. And I'm like, dude, we got to, like, you're either going back outside or like,
Yeah. Yeah.
we got to figure something
It's
out.
a really frustrating
So
place
then
to
I
be.
called the vet and they're like, get another cat. So I said, fuck it. I'm going to get another cat. And now Twix came along.
Yeah.
So
That's what
Has
they
he
would
peed
say,
since
though.
Twix has
he
arrived?
peed the second day Twix was there.
Okay. Has he peed since though?
He has not.
Okay.
Yeah. Cats do better. So they're social.
Are
Yeah.
you still doing Feel Away?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. I'm still doing Feel Away. He's got another cat, still 2 litter boxes, all that stuff. He did hiss at
Well,
Twix
he will.
for like the first 2 days, but now they like cuddle together and like.
Yep.
I'm like, I feel like that's super normal.
That's a really healthy introduction.
Well, and I didn't really do it like how I was told to do it.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of
2
ways.
rooms and like slowly.
Yeah.
I just put Twix in her like carrier and I'm like, Snicks, go smell that. And then he was fine. I let it open and he just was like, what the fuck is that?
Normal reaction.
It is. It's a really crazy.
We're
introducing right now, so it's.
We had 2 that were.
We call it Gen Pop in our house.
Gen
Welcome
Pop.
to Gen Pop.
Jail.
Yeah.
So we have 2 that were surrendered to us. It's a.
It was a really sad story.
Sad story.
Sad
Owner
story.
passed away. The kids came from Virginia, and they were pretty mad up. And we told them, it's like, we have the means. We can, if it would help you.
because they had to rehome them.
Because
she's gone.
Like,
you know.
let us take it off your plate. Like, we'll take him home. And so we have a separate room for them downstairs, and they're smelling each other, and we're slowly introducing them.
They didn't think they were bonded.
Super bonded.
They're super bonded.
Oh, they love each other.
Male and
love
female.
each other.
Yeah.
Constant.
A couple Himalayans
Yeah,
and
they're
gorgeous
super
cats.
bonded now. Yeah.
But
So cute.
Multi-cats is
we're working
great.
on the
Not all cats.
Gen Pop right now.
Yeah.
There's gonna be hissing.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And then like who's alpha, who's the lead.
There's a pecking
power-
order.
the power
They're a
struggles there.
pride,
Yeah.
right? Like when you have as many as we do, it's a little pride. And so our current issue is we're having some personality clashes, and a lot of it's stemming from actually exercise. I need to exercise them more. So I'm going to be. I'm just researching now the
like
cat
you're not
wheels.
doing enough. So
They need me too. My pets need me too. But yeah.
God, now I'm thinking like Darwin's probably 10,
Yeah.
maybe 11, and I feel like she's probably just like especially since having our son.
Yeah.
She's probably just so lonely.
Can be.
Should I get Darwin?
I'm always gonna say yes. Get
another cat?
100%.
Yeah, I mean,
like a kitten though.
some
Ken.
pretty quick. I would recommend a kitten.
A
Okay,
kitten?
now this is my opinion.
I feel like Darwin's
I'm
gonna
allowed to have an
murder.
opinion. I know cat people will attack me. One for saying that you need another cat, because some will argue, no, they don't always need another cat. But I mean, they are part of a pride, right? Like
Yeah.
cats are generally in a
They're
pride.
social.
So they are, yes. I mean, again, there's a million people that are going to fight with me on this. This is fighting words. So bring out Fight Club. Here we go. Personal opinion, I would go with a kitten or a very youthful cat that can be put in its place because they're very impressionable.
Right.
Right? You come with an adult cat, they're either going to get along and just beautiful, or it's
don't see
very
that happening.
not beautiful. And so it just depends on their personalities and what they like, what they don't like. But kittens are super annoying and impressionable. So like if your cat doesn't really want to tolerate another cat, that kitten will be like, oh, okay. But sometimes then you have to end up with a third cat because then the kitten needs
This is how it happens. This is how crazy cat ladies happen.
Yep.
That's how I feel,
the
man.
kitten, if there is that, like, I will tolerate you over there. You know what I mean?
That's
Where
how my
it's-
cat is
does
with
that make
my
sense?
son. It's like,
Yeah, and so that's probably why we don't want to be in a threatening position where you're coming out and cutting my claws that can defend me.
Right.
So then that's why your cat's like, I don't really do this anymore because I need it just in case that little creature comes running at me.
well, oh yeah, feel it. My son
especially
is a psycho.
he's young.
He's
young and he's discovering
sprint
everything.
straight at her, screaming, and be like, "Why Darwin run?" And it's like, dude, you're like
You're a lot
Michael
to handle,
Myers
little
coming
one.
at him.
Yeah.
One of our cats is
But
a
that's
cat
where
for
cat
our
trees,
cats.
things like that.
What?
One of our cats is a cat for our cats.
Oh, really? See,
He
Yes.
doesn't like us
Literally,
very much.
that's her sole
but,
job in
but
life.
they all cuddle with that one cat.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
She's like
She's like the butter.
Yeah.
She just makes the recipe make sense.
it's
Yeah.
It's,
You
it's
know?
an
That's
odd
a
dynamic.
great.
Yeah, I don't.
analogy.
She doesn't stand off on her own. Let me tell you, she's got
Yeah.
zero personality for a
Oh, yeah.
human. She just kind of exists for us, but like
I feed
she
you,
makes
that's
it
it.
happen.
Yeah.
all the cats kind of like go and check in with her. So even though she's not like bossy or anything, she's perfectly submissive for everybody. But
I feel like I'm Darwin's like Twix.
yeah,
Like I'm the other cat. So
Yep.
like if I got another like a kitten, I feel like she might get jealous of the kitten if I gave that kitten attention.
Oh, Snickers is so jealous. Of
Really?
Me. Oh.
yeah.
Like, I don't want
but I'd
Darwin
also
to-
drive a closer bond because like as we got these two that came into the house, Mitt, our one cat is like uber affectionate, and she's like, like look at
Yeah.
me. Those cats suck. I'm the best cat in the house.
That's Snicks right there.
Really?
She works it a little harder for me now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do
no,
you,
like,
should I get a female cat or kitten? or a male kitten?
I think kittens just in general.
Doesn't matter.
I don't think gender. What do you have right now?
Darwin's a girl.
I don't know. Like, my opinions on that recently changed. Usually I would say get a male.
Yeah.
But, because males are very outgoing, they're extremely affectionate, whatever. But we have gotten more. I've never liked female cats, and now I have a ton of them, and they're fine.
They're different. Like I grew up with a male cat, and he was just
usually
like
they're just bossier, sassier.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, less affectionate.
Yes.
Like
if you want affection, get a boy.
I love when they rub their nose on your nose. Yeah. Darwin's like, fuck off. I'll come to you when I'm ready. It's very like.
Well, that's her Persian cat right now.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a competitive cat, and he's like, on my time.
We were going to use him for competition.
Yes.
He's like, you're funny.
Good. Yeah,
he does like to be groomed. He's very affectionate. So I feel like it's not fair because he's going to be on film this spring, and it's going to be like, oh my gosh, look how good he is for grooming. And like, he's a bully. Like, his name's Voldemort, and he's well named, y'all. Like, he's
a
mean.
Villain. Like he is.
He's just plotting shit all day.
Really?
He just squints his little Persian face.
Does he look like Whiskas?
No, he's worse because he's Persian. So he's got like.
Cat.
He's got this flat face, and he just looks menacing all the time.
Whiskas looks like he's out on bond. Like,
yeah, that cat does.
All right, I have a few more questions here. Why do dogs like ice cubes so much? Is there like a scientific thing behind it?
I think it's just cathartic to chew on an ice cube.
Yeah, because humans like it too.
I don't like it.
Like, throw them on the ground, they'll just chomp on them. It cools them off quick.
Not all dogs like it either.
All ours do.
Actually, I shouldn't say all humans.
It's just because ours do, doesn't it? I think ours is a monkey see, monkey do. Like, oh, we're supposed to like these.
That's true. Our poodles are dopes. They'll just follow everybody else.
Yeah.
If you guys had to individually, like, say there was, how many Chihuahuas do you think you could take at once?
No.
Fighting.
No, I don't want any of them.
No, fighting.
Chihuahuas are my least.
Not bringing in fostering. Fighting. If you had to fight.
I don't want to fight any of them. You guys, like, I don't. Some of my staff joke, but I was like, the minute a Chihuahua walks through the door, I want nothing to do with it.
Really?
I do not do Chihuahuas.
What?
No. I have zero in my client list.
They're horrible for
there
nail trims.
There is
not
one
all of
that
them,
I will
They're horrible for what?
die,
Nail
but
trims.
Oh. Is it because they're so smart and they're just like.
No.
I don't know if that makes them
loose
smart,
term.
but I heard they're smart though, right?
No, they're
evil.
They're very much a one-person dog.
Got it.
Some of our staff love them.
Oh.
I have friends that love Chihuahuas.
It's personal preference, really.
I have been bit more by a Chihuahua than any other breed.
Yeah,
and so I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You don't like me, I don't like you, little guy. Like, El Cuero Taco Bell.
Go our separate ways.
Like, I don't know. Chihuahuas are so tough. I don't want to fight any Chihuahuas. There's a bunch of people on TikTok that have these amazing jokes about Chihuahuas because they're like evil planning villains. And
it's like
that
Pinky
is
in the
accurate.
Brain. Like, I don't know if you guys remember that show.
Yeah, I love that show.
You did remind me of a fun question, though.
What?
I'll flip it on you guys.
Yeah.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I've heard.
Or 100 duck-sized horses?
100 duck-sized horses or one duck?
100 duck-sized horses.
That's the right answer.
Easily.
Yeah, because you imagine
it's not even close.
Terrifying.
Dude, I would be more scared of
a big duck.
A horse-sized duck would be more scary than a horse-sized horse.
Precisely.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like,
well, think about it.
I'm definitely taking the big duck.
What?
That's just one thing I got to worry about.
Yeah.
Dude, ducks are what? This big?
Sure.
Like, I don't want 100 of fucking horses like that. That's terrifying.
Yeah, but you could probably hop up on a tree or something. They can't jump.
You could
really
jump
that great.
on them.
I mean, they can
just
jump over
squash their
things,
heads. Not to get too
gory.
We're going on that trip.
All right. If a dog sent, let me start over. All right. Bear with me here.
Mm-hmm.
If a dog's sense of smell is 40 times better than humans, why do they sniff poo from an inch away when they could easily smell it from 20 feet? Why do they get so close?
Why are my dogs eating my kids' socks right now? I mean,
it's like why does a bear shit in the woods? It's like
precisely.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like they like stinky things. They really do. Like.
Isn't it like a diet thing? Like why they eat poop?
Those commercials where they're like, oh, it's gain, you know, why do we shove our face? We have to say, we smell our kids or, you know, like our favorite scents. We're like, yes, this candle.
That's Jake
I think
with
it's
his kid.
that exact feeling of like,
What?
you want to overwhelm yourself with it. I don't know.
What?
We're in LA and Jake goes, God, I just miss the smell of Felix.
My kid smells so good,
That's cute.
dude. He smells his hair.
Yeah.
If they could like bottle that up and like as cologne,
That's so sweet. Yeah.
Smell like
sounds
kids'
so creepy.
Smell like kids' hockey bag right now.
Dude, we just had a conversation. I was
Take
editing
the chrome
the
off
last
a bumper.
podcast. Do you think a hockey bag,
Yeah.
terrible, hockey locker room, terrible,
Yes.
or golf shoes after 36 holes?
Oh, my golf shoes, horrible.
I
Dude.
just had to throw mine out.
Did you or golf shoes?
It was we had an ice dam leak and it went right into my golf bag.
Yeah.
Clubs are okay. Grips are fine, but my golf shoes ate it pretty badly.
That's
Yeah.
It was that conversation came up because like we played college golf. We played down in Oklahoma, 36 holes,
Sure.
fucking 100 degrees. All of us throw our golf shoes in the van and then drive 15 hours home. Like it was brutal.
Yuck. That's tough.
I don't know.
But hockey bags aren't much better.
No.
Yeah.
It's gonna get there really
Yeah.
quick.
You can smell hockey.
I think that's all
It's
I got for the
unique.
Smells like
stupid
Nate.
questions.
It's even
Those are
different
good.
from, yeah.
I
I
want
try
to
and get those in for the clips, you know.
No,
Yeah.
those are fun.
touch on where you guys have been the last 6 months because
Yeah.
you guys have been everywhere.
Yeah.
What have you won? What, like where's
Really
life
better.
been?
Yeah, I think we were left off. You were about to go to Vegas, so
How did we do? So let's take you on that journey. So
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure the camera's restarted.
Okay.
We're gonna get into it. I don't want to like be like, all right, hold on.
Yeah, it's all good.
This guy's always doing something.
I want to make sure you get it. I get it. I get it. Okay, so we left you guys beginning of August, and I went to. That was a big trip. So I went to All American, where I took first place for the final time in Open. Yes.
entry.
I'm sorry, entry to get into Open. So
Still.
yes, that was the end of my up and coming career. So I officially moved up into the Open level, which is the highest level that you can do. So yeah, for creative grooming. And then I competed in a few other things at All American, learned a lot. It was a really good experience. And then immediately got in the car, drove from Chicago, like Schaumburg, all the way to Las Vegas, where Alex flew out to meet me.
Those are rough.
And then, yeah, because you're adjusting to time zones, right? Like that does play a factor. So like that's going to be coming up where I have a challenge for that. So then we went out that way, and then I competed for the first time there and did really well in creative. It was only 3 days after competing with everybody else, so that was crazy. But I didn't place in that, but I did do abstract the next day. That's where abstract is. Where you take a dog that's just been groomed and then you carve, so you shave, scissor, a design that's very visual. So
Is
it could be like
painting too, or just carving?
you can
or-
like tint with colors. So I
Yeah.
used like a green shadow in it just to make it pop, and you use rhinestones and things to make the design really visual. It's supposed to be very visually pleasing, and I took second place, which was awesome. That was an Open. Yeah, that was really exciting. So I took second place in that. The first place winner was a cat, if you can believe it.
Wait,
I couldn't believe it. Her name was
Oh,
Patty
I
Lee.
meant the prize was a cat. I was
No,
like,
that'd be a pretty amazing cat, I think. But no, I got beat by an abstract cat. So it was crazy. They had like a clear acrylic thing that went around the grooming table, and because we had to do it on stage in front of everybody at Super Zoo, which is like unbelievably
It's the
huge.
biggest
It's the
trade
biggest
show.
show I've
Yeah.
ever been to in my life.
So
It's
Mandalay
at
Bay, the
yeah.
entire convention center. If you've ever been there, it's wall
I've
to
been
wall.
there. That convention center is fucking huge.
It's wall to wall with
Huge. I
pet
didn't even walk-
vendors.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
overwhelmingly
Yeah.
amazing and huge and awesome experience.
How much time did you have to do it?
Hour and a half.
Okay.
So, and
It's
I
like
whipped out
Face
this,
Off.
if you can see it on my
Yeah.
profile picture, but she has a huge mermaid tail. I did the mermaid tail from basically what inspired me was my Starbucks cup.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, so I just did a huge mermaid tail. So it was more of an emotional thing because like I had started my creative journey 2 years previously, and I tried to do fish scales for the first time, and I like did okay. But because I was closing that chapter of like my up and coming career, I was like, I wanted to kind of give an ode to my first try, which was the scallops. So I was like, I'm going to do it again, and then just killed it.
Oh, that's
killed
so
it.
awesome.
So it was really rewarding because my judges were like, what? Like, you're coming such a far way, and you've done so good. And I was a lot of hard work and learning. So
I have to ask, what did the cat look like?
She did it was a moth design.
Moth?
A moth, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, so like
I'd have to show you.
carved
But
into it.
yeah, she did a huge moth design. She does really crazy designs, but yeah, she knocked out this beautiful moth, and so yeah, that was wild. It was really fun.
Have you guys ever seen Face Off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what that reminds me of.
Yeah.
Like, you got an hour and a half to do this.
I love it. So they
so
made
cool.
a show called Pooch Perfect, and I hope that they do another. If they do another, I did decide I would do it. But they give groomers. They have Pooch Perfect was on ABC. A couple of my friends were on it. I know a lot of people that were on it, and obviously what you see filmed and what actually happens is very different. So there was a lot of challenges that they couldn't express. But yeah, they do that where they say, we want you to do this design, go. And you have all the bottles and it's just like Face Off.
Wow, that's so
You've
cool.
got to like run and go and you execute it, put it together. But yeah, I hope that they do something similar just with a different set of rules. But yeah.
With that hour and a half, did it come down to like the last 30 seconds?
Oh, I was
and you're
shaking.
still like.
Yes, I was shaking.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's exactly
Yeah.
what it feels like. Any of those baking shows, all that stuff that you feel like, that is exactly what that feels like for me. That's exactly what, because especially in this one, they didn't want us to use references or anything.
So you just kind of had to like.
Yeah, and I have to do it again next month. So I'm like, where I just take nothing and just.
What do you do to prepare though? Like, do you
Nothing.
just. Nothing.
No, you can. Like, I used my Starbucks cup and studied it and looked at it. And
As you're drinking it, like,
yeah, that was exactly how that went.
That's it.
Yeah. And I was like, I could do that.
Yeah.
I can
That's
do that.
cool.
And
though.
then while you're in the middle of it, it's just like when you started drawing. Like you start to draw with an idea, and then the coat starts to move in a certain way, and you're like, oh, this would look better. I think I'm going to give it this contour. Like, I had no idea I was going to shape it the way I shaped it, or that I was going to add 3 lines in the fin, or, I just kind of did it and was like, that's good. That's good.
That's cool.
Good. I don't know. And then she started out, she's like, second place, Holly Baker. I'm like, really? I'm like, okay.
I yelled pretty loud.
Really? Me? Because, I'm looking around and my friend Alyssa was right in front of me and I was like,
Are you friends with all the
so good.
competitors?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So there's no like.
Especially in the artistic side. The other side, what makes it hard for them is that they're competing with breed standards. So are you making that dog look like the AKC breed standard, yay or nay? And did you do it better than somebody else? So like if you have a poodle, right? I'm competing in poodles next week in Pasadena. My job is to take the dog, they will prejudge it, and they will look at that standard poodle and go, okay, does it meet the breed profile? He looks like he ate another poodle. He's so huge. So like, you have this giant poodle on my table that I get, they measure it. So they give you an allotment of time based on the height of the dog so that you don't, so it's more fair.
Yeah.
It's fair based on the size of the dog. And so I will start off, they will look at it and go, okay, what trim are you going to do? So because poodles can have many trims. So I have chosen the German trim. And so they'll look at that, they'll look at the German, and then they're going to watch how because as a groomer versus like actually showing in confirmation, like, those guys are literally, are you breeding it to standard, right? They're being applauded for having the perfect poodle. Like, is it, do they have the perfect, structure? Is there
like
teeth? Or
teeth?
Yeah, they look at all that.
What?
Groomers, I give the illusion that they're perfectly set to AKC standard. So my job is if they have what they call faults, which are points that are removed for maybe they have an underbite or they have something like that. My job as a groomer is to give the illusion that they are a perfect AKC breed.
That seems so like.
And other people can challenge me on that, but that's my perception of what they're judging.
Cruel to be, because I'm sure people
feels like it. Yeah.
breed the dogs I don't know.
It's like race horses, dude. Like they're gonna,
Well, they breed for athletic performance, right?
Yeah.
Like we're
A pedigree.
We are controlling these species. We're telling them, hey, like a French bulldog doesn't naturally happen in the wild, right? Those guys are born by C-section typically, but they're the number 1 pet in the U.S. now. They outtook the lab. So
that's crazy.
It's crazy, and they're created by people breeding specific things. So there's a lot of temperament and arguments about like, we're breeding them with too thin of nostrils. So yeah,
like
you're
pugs?
right. Yeah, we could have a whole episode on that alone.
Yeah,
that's cool.
My buddy had a pug.
Like ethical breeding and
and it had like trouble breathing and like would get like infections because of the skin folds and like I don't know.
I want to ask about the creative grooming more.
Yeah.
So like your poodle, right? You do a lot of it on him or her.
Yeah.
How many times can you actually like create a design on her in a year? Like the hair's got to grow back. Like how does that work?
So
how do you practice?
I didn't even finish your first question. So after I went to Super Zoo, I went to Hershey, which is the largest grooming show. I'm going to finish that and then circle back to that question because it makes a difference in the next part.
Okay.
So I went to Hershey, Pennsylvania. That's the largest grooming show in the world, I believe.
That's like the one that's on TV, right?
They have had it. Yeah. Like NSYNC members came to it. Like celebrities do go to that show. It's unbelievable. It's huge. So that's cool. Alex and I will go to that this year together. So I'm really excited. So that was in September, and then we ended my season, if you will, in Pet Pro Classic in Dallas, Texas in October. And I took my first placement in poodles. So yes, yeah.
Awesome.
It was one of my proudest moments, and that was the first one our boys came to it. So my sons got to go.
That's cool.
It was so special and very emotional. And then I took third place in sporting with an American Cocker Spaniel. Yes. Thank you. Yes. It was so amazing. So I didn't place an open with my design in the back half. So once I made it to open, I didn't place an open.
That's okay.
But I learned a lot. And then I ended up, after I got done with Pet Pro Classic, my mentor, there's a few people I admire, and she offered me a private lesson. So I went to Arkansas right after Halloween and got a private lesson. It was just incredible experience. So it helped me a lot this year. So I just got done with Chicago. I went to Chicago 2 weeks ago.
Jeez.
In Windy City, competed in open again and took second place.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
I'm really excited about that. So yes, this year is the Goonies. So I wear the Goonies shirt for you guys today.
Nice.
Let's go.
So I'm doing the Goonies.
Crazy amount of sky miles.
I drive. I drive to all of these places. Yeah.
Are you a nervous flyer?
No, I love
you just drive.
equipment. I'm usually bringing. Now I compete. This year I'll be competing with like 3 dogs, 2 to 3 dogs, or 4 dogs at every show.
Yeah.
So you can't like.
I can't
But you fly
juggle
there,
that on a
Alex.
plane.
If you meet her somewhere.
If I'm able to go,
Yeah.
I will fly out and help her.
Yeah,
But the sheer amount of equipment that she needs and the dogs, it logistically,
I didn't even think of that.
Well, it's a lot.
To
I'm bringing
drive.
a salon with me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how many
Plus 4
competitions I'm doing?
dogs. Yeah.
Because especially I have to. So when I go to, I'm going to Atlanta in March, and I have to bring 5 dogs.
What does that look like driving?
They
Crazy.
just pile
Shit
on the
show.
floor.
People literally, when I stop at a gas station, y'all, like,
fun.
people stop. But to answer your question, I marry the design. So I just set the Goonies, and now my job is to grow the fur out over the course of this year and take critiques at every show. And my job is to improve and
she'll
and
tweak it as the year goes.
Yeah. So like,
Okay.
I already decided like the way that she wore it, and when I was competing, I was like, okay, I got to change this. So I have some changes that are coming next week. So because next week, the crowd favorite is chosen. Whoever has it's the crowd favorite is on cover of Groomer to Groomer magazine.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
So it's
huge.
the magazine cover next week that we're competing for.
So that's Joy the Red Poodle. I'll send you guys a photo if you want to post it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the current.
I'm dressed as Chunk. Everyone was like, what's going on? Why does your hair look so different?
sick.
Yeah, I'm dressed as Chunk from it. Well, I'm faster now. So my first design set was like 40 hours. This was probably 30-ish. But a lot of it is coat maintenance, and they're like normal. But like coloring wise, I probably got like, I don't know, 15, 20 hours of coloring, maybe. I don't know. A lot of it's slow because I'm thinking, and we give our dogs a ton of breaks.
Yeah.
So it's, because people are like, oh my gosh, you're so mean. Why would you do that to that dog? And I'm like, you don't know shit about grooming.
Right.
First off, most standard poodles, go call a groomer locally. Ask how long it's going to take to do your standard poodle. They're going to quote you 3 to 4 hours. My sessions are the exact same time frame.
Yeah.
if not.
My dog is not standing
Yeah.
longer. Even that competition, it was a 3-hour competition, and we give a break in the middle. Like, they got a break where we walked them around and whatever. Like, they're not standing the entire time.
I always say, do you see their tail wagging?
Right, yeah.
Our dogs, and what you
they're not
couldn't see
whining,
is even
they're
when we
not-
came off stage, our dogs started playing together.
Yeah.
You know,
They're
like
not stressed.
yeah, you
just
know,
having
it's a
fun.
happy thing. It's
That's
not.
cool.
You do like the full dog, right? Because we only saw the front of that
Yes,
one. Like
the
back.
entire dog
There's
is
a whole other
completely
side
done.
of it, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you
That's
paint? Do you
crazy.
paint toenails? Or
Oh yeah,
claws?
Yes,
yeah. We
yeah, I
One
know.
of my girls that like they love it. They'll draw hot dogs on your dog's toe. Like they actually get in there and do design work.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
That's
like
sick.
I do a lot of glitter nails. Well, I'll paint it and then dip it in glitter. And
Did
make it
you?
look like
I think I
fancy.
asked you last
Yeah.
time about writing a book.
Yes,
Did
I'm
I?
really
I'm
okay.
pretty
So
sure
it's
I did.
Isn't she?
so
writing?
I took a little bit of a turn. So I am starting. I already
Okay.
started writing now for my book. So that's I don't know if I want to. Did I
Spoiler.
say that? I think
I
we
think you-
blocked it. I didn't tell you the title.
Yeah.
So
I
think I
yes.
asked
Just
you
like
for
can
that.
ask me
just
about
like
the book.
your idea that we blocked out.
Yes.
I want to.
Oh, my business design.
Wait, what was the?
Yes.
I'm
So
gonna forget to block it out. So I don't
I'm
even.
starting to shop for a venue for that. But
Okay,
yeah.
okay, you know what
yes.
it is.
I'm out of. What
We're
did
looking
I?
at like Alex and I are debating about moving one of our grooming salons, but yes, that
Okay.
eventually will come.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what it was.
I'll tell you offline.
Yeah.
I'll tell you offline.
Losers.
Yes.
What?
But again, it doesn't have to do with grooming.
Okay.
It's not grooming
still-
related.
See, that's where the
Grooming
brand
will be
like,
available to you,
Oh.
but it's one portion of my bigger plans. in
That's
life.
cool. Okay.
But yes, I'm writing a totally different book right now. So I did tell you guys about a book, but that's like about my journey as a leader and as
Oh,
a
yeah,
business and
yeah, that's what it
entrepreneur.
was, yeah.
This one is about I would like to start teaching classes about introduction to pocket pets and reptiles and birds into the grooming salons. So what I'm noticing is like as I help people, veterinarian, like just the veterinarian field is very overwhelmed right now. And in Minnesota, we lost a lot of vet tech schools that were accredited. Like Minnesota School of Business went down, Argosy, like we lost a lot of programs. So there's a need for veterinarian technicians right now. And so it's really hard. And, you know, there's only so many veterinarians. And so they need supportive staff. They're nurses, right? So what I'm finding is there's an overwhelming amount of people that need their bearded dragon's nails done or, you know, and they just even having consultations. So I'm hoping to start in our grooming world teaching about how do you work or how do you hold even a bearded dragon for nail trim? Or do you have the right environment for it? So I'm going to be writing a instructional book that has a lot of veterinarian background. It's going to be very medically driven and based.
Dude,
and
do a
then
video.
experience. I'll be doing some videos
Yeah.
that will coincide with it, but I'll be actually publicly speaking on it.
Oh,
which
that's
I'm
cool.
excited, but I'm hoping to. I applied to be a speaker at some of the continuing education conferences for groomers. So the grooming shows offer continuing education. So
Yeah.
we'll see. I have all
there,
of those slides and like a small book being put together right now.
Is there creative grooming for like horses?
Oh yeah,
And,
I'm gonna
like-
do my first design this year.
Are
What?
you?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm doing a
that's awesome.
giraffe.
A duck-sized
A giraffe?
horse.
You're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna
do a giraffe.
make the horse look like a giraffe.
Oh.
Yeah, I was asked by one of my clients to do
That's
a giraffe.
cool.
Very
What's-
excited to do that.
What's the end goal? Like 20 years from now, what?
Like creative
what do I
grooming
hope
on
to look back?
elephants? Like what? Like where are we going with it all?
I'm not sure what you were gonna say. How about we answer this separately?
Or even
Do you want to go first?
even like
I know.
business-wise, do you hope to like have your businesses or business
Yeah.
run itself while you guys?
Yeah.
Is that like
we don't want to give up on that.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah, our salons are always gonna be our heart.
I
Yeah.
mean, it was God driven, really.
Yeah.
like, to have
Yeah.
to be
Yeah.
where we're at right now, and that's gonna be in our DNA for a
Ever.
long time. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna. We want it to like. My philosophy is get good managers, get out of their way.
Yeah.
You know, and so we're building that right now, so there can be autonomous. You know, we're still. I still think we're in our infancy yet. Like we're not where we want to be exactly, but you know we got good people with us right now. We just want to help them flourish and learn.
Yeah.
And grooming too. So
invest in them to?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
we really
becoming
built-
master groomers. Our managers
Yeah.
are.
And-
Like,
Yeah.
behind, like, yeah.
And then you know we want to push them too. It's like you want to compete, like we can
Do
help
it.
you out.
I don't. I can answer for that. I don't know if they want to compete.
We want if they want to as well.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
down the
Like,
road.
we-
You're
Some of
gonna
the other
support
staff
them.
do.
We
support.
Yeah,
Some of them
that's
are
cool.
kind of curious about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so where we want to be, I know like mobile is like that's our next goal. It just is like we want to be able to get in the van, travel, and help our clients out. And like where we want to be in 20 years, I don't fucking know. Like,
I feel like you guys are moving so
I do.
fast. Like
Yeah.
it's awesome.
yeah.
I hope when I look back,
Yeah.
that when we look back together 20 years, what is it? 36, so we'll be looking at 60 years old, right? So by that point,
I'm almost on the wrong side of 40, so.
So I hope when we look back that I think we look back and go, we have paved a way of better quality living and longevity in our grooming careers. A lot of groomers burn out.
It's very physical.
I hope that both for veterinarian technicians and even the veterinarian industry, like my girlfriends are breaking down physically.
I think
and there's so much education, but like there's such a physical breakdown that I hope that we can design equipment through partnerships with these wonderful, amazing sponsors I have. I want to see equipment and things that help people love and be passionate for grooming, that improve the quality of life both for the groomer, being able to sustain doing it for 20 or 30 years, because a lot of them can't make it that long because of its physical, and even vet techs, like it deteriorates them. So if we can come up with equipment that is better for them, and then of course bringing people closer to their pets. More than ever, I think people are really bonding with their pets. And so I hope that we can overcome things like physical pains, challenges. Those are kind of things that I'm zoning in on and focusing on currently. But longevity wise, I hope that we literally have healthier pets that are living longer lives, and that they're just, it's beautiful, like there's nothing better than seeing, pets increase their lifespans and people have, passion for what they do. Because, it's a dangerous place for groomers. If they lose their passion, it can cause some trauma. So I don't know. I hope when we look back, no matter what directions we go, it's just awesome memories.
Positive.
And
just
look back and be like, wow, what a ride, man.
I was Googling questions and stuff, and one of them was saying how physical grooming is and how tough it is to do.
It beats the snot out of you. Like I'm not gonna pick up a pair of scissors and give a dog a haircut, but I do.
He thought he might after a Super Zoo, though, by the way.
Yeah.
30 minutes.
Tried.
I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I was like, no, I'm out. F this.
There's a few grooming couples that compete together, and he was very
that could be
inspired by them.
For a moment, for a fleeting moment. But no, I'll jump in there. I can do bath dogs, and I'm learning nail trims and stuff like that. But it hurts. It sucks. Like bathing the dog, it doesn't want to be bathed or drying and so on. It's very physical. So we see a chiropractor once a week that knocks us back into place.
Yeah.
The burnout is real. So I'll help, but man, it can be very frustrating because dogs don't want to cooperate, or they're not trained for it, not coming in often enough. So there's a lot to it. So,
Has anybody ever told you look like Tom Segura?
Did
I say that?
I knew you were going to say that.
Did I say that last time?
No, but my neighbors have.
Almost your mannerisms, the way you talk, your tone of voice, the beard. I was like, dude, this guy is a relative of Tom Segura.
He just needs to learn Spanish.
I was gonna say, dude, you should do comedy. You have
my favorite podcast is Your Mom's House.
So good.
Yeah,
it is my
favorite. Do you like Bert at all?
Yes.
Bert is very amusing to me.
Yeah.
Two Bears, One Cave.
Yeah.
Like Tom doesn't get to talk, but I love that Tom is sitting there just laughing at Bert.
Yes.
So he just lets him go.
His laugh is so contagious too.
Yeah. So I saw Bert live a couple years ago in town. So I think he's a very funny comic.
Yeah.
So I got a kick out of him. Like the Kool-Aid story is one of the funniest stories ever.
Classic.
But no, I have heard that
the
before.
Machine, I think, is the whole story.
Yeah. Burnt Chrysler, as they call him.
But
anyway, no, I have heard that before 100 times. I don't do it on purpose, but
no, of course not.
Or do you know who else?
People have said all the time, like, "Oh, look at my friend, you look just like Tom," and Tom's like, "Whatever, man." He's a bearded guy.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it's just.
We used to, for our wedding, when we were getting pictures, Alex had his friends just send him weird shit in the mail all the time. Like he got a duck shirt that said "Happy Ducking Birthday." He just opened that yesterday, and I was like, what the hell?
That's a good friend, though. That's cool.
People would always put when Game of Thrones was on, what the heck is this guy?
Tormund. I don't know if you know. He's the redheaded, red bearded guy. Game of Thrones.
Yes, that he
likes the big women, that way.
Yeah, he's a wildling.
Okay.
Like the wildling guy, and that hangs out with Jon Snow.
They just put his face on.
And they would put his,
That's hilarious.
Especially when his beard was longer. He got a little more gnome. I call it a gnome beard when he gets that long. And I'm like,
but no, like
this is perfect.
I'm not like I have heard that before.
Yeah.
Saying, though.
Do you see it at all?
Kind of.
Okay, all right. So like you can't be oblivious.
I don't do it on purpose.
No, of course.
He speaks Spanish.
Huge fan of his, obviously.
Yeah,
but
no, Tom's dude. He's
the funniest.
He's
fucking hilarious.
And his wife is hilarious.
Yeah,
Christina.
I love her.
They're perfect together because they had.
She's so funny.
They had Andrew Tate on, and not
Cobra
to get
Tate.
Controversial,
Very.
but it was so funny because Andrew Tate would say like something about women, and Tom Segura would be like, "Finally, yes, he gets it." It's like, oh my god, it's so funny.
That's awesome.
All right, we got to wrap up soon, but I mean, we already asked it last time, but
Groom my friend.
Yeah.
Nationwide.
You know, I got asked at Hershey. Somebody actually asked that if I'd be willing to build
Franchise,
more. Yeah. Well,
oh yeah,
I don't even know if it was franchise, but they asked me if I would. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I can be bought.
yeah,
I think I said that last time. I can be bought.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm not afraid to sell out.
There's always a price.
No.
Alex last time. How do you want to be remembered when you're gone?
She's
You knew this question was coming. You had to.
I've never known what I wanted to be when I grow up. It just wasn't there. I never had an answer for that. I just like the ride, really.
Yeah.
So legacy is not super important to me. What is important to me, though, is my boys just growing up and being just good
That
people.
is a legacy, though.
Well, just being good people.
Yeah.
Yeah, ALS asked us about a legacy, too.
Yeah.
So
That's good that you're enjoying the journey.
we're thinking about it.
Yeah.
If my kids just, grow up to be good citizens.
What more could you ask for?
I mean, like that would be huge for me.
That's a perfect
That's
answer.
so cool. Yeah.
That would be kind of like
Just
my
a family
answer, too.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's
a family
awesome.
man.
Yeah.
Me,
Cool.
I'm the other side. I'm like, I want all of you to be better and be amazing and awesome and uplifting. And I want people to shoot for their dreams. So, yeah. I want people to be like, oh, man, she inspired me to be more.
You guys are trailblazers. You both are. Yeah, it's cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Guys are
Yeah, it's
crushing
a
it.
dark world.
So
you need to be like,
remind me of the name of the podcast again.
Tales from a Procrastinator.
Tales from the
From a Procrastinator.
From a Podcrastinator. Okay.
PAW or
PAW.
Oh, whoa. Yeah.
Procrastinator.
Oh.
This guy didn't even get that the
Tails
first time.
I was like,
is
why is
spelled
she
like
enunciating
dog,
that so
like a
differently?
tail.
Yeah.
So it's tails.
That's good. Okay.
From a procrastinator.
That's cool. Okay.
Yes.
Where can they find that?
You can find it soon on Spotify and Apple.
Okay.
They're uploading.
Are you
right
doing
now.
video or just audio?
I am doing video.
Okay, good.
So video right now, that's actually up and on. First episode's on, and then I'll be doing more episodes next week. But that's on YouTube at petstylist_Holly.
Got it.
Which is Instagram, TikTok.
Yep.
All of it. And then because the other videos will be on YouTube as well. Like I will show you how to burrito your kitty.
Yes.
Let's do, and I'll name it just for you, Jake. This is the
This is
kitty
how you-
burrito.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is the kitty burrito just for you.
Sweet. Awesome. Thank you,
Yes,
Holly,
thank
Alex,
you.
for coming on. Really appreciate it. You guys are crushing
Thanks for
it.
having us.
It's awesome to see.
Yeah,
So
it's gonna be a ride.
thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Would I be crazy if I thought the world was fake? A game of simulation, aliens play from outer space. The players make their religion, that's what starts the competition. Could be stupid cause I watched too many movies. Maybe work his way into